My name's Ryan, and I'm here to read Solo, a Star Wars story, adapted by Barbara Winthrop and illustrated by Pilot Studio. There once was a young man named Han Solo who lived on the planet Corellia. Han worked for a worm-like gangster named Lady Proxa. He longed to escape and fly among the stars, so he stole a speeder and some valuable fuel called coaxium, but he couldn't leave the planet without his best friend Kira. Han had to rescue Kira from Lady Proxa's dark, watery den. He didn't have a blaster, so he had a plan, a rock. Smash! He shattered the window and sunlight streamed into the den, causing the evil Lady Proxa to dive underwater. Han and Kira raced towards the local spaceport, but just when it seemed like they were going to get away, Kira was captured by Lady Proxa's guards. "Go!" Kira shouted. "Han, run!" Han was alone and didn't know what to do, so he joined the Imperial Navy to get off Corellia and come back as a pilot. But things didn't go as Han planned. He ended up having to fight for the evil Empire as a foot soldier. One day, a muddy battlefield, Han met a disguised smuggler called Beckett. The smuggler and his crew were stealing a ship called the AT Hauler from the Empire. Han asked if he could go along, but Beckett didn't think the young man was up to the challenge. Instead, Beckett told the Imperial commander that Han was trying to run away. "Feed him to the beast," the commander ordered. Han was thrown into the pit with a giant furry creature. Luckily, the creature wasn't a monster, it was a friendly Wookiee named Chewbacca. Han and Chewbacca worked together to escape. Soon they found Beckett and joined his crew, Val the smuggler, and a four-armed pilot named Rio. Han and Chewbacca's first mission with Beckett's crew was to steal fuel from an Imperial train. But they weren't the only ones trying to rob the Empire's train. The fearsome warrior Enfys Nest and a gang of masked bandits wanted the valuable fuel too. It was time for a fight. Unfortunately, the mission went horribly wrong. Val and Rio didn't make it through, and the train car was holding the fuel crashed into the side of a mountain. Luckily, Han took control of the AT Hauler and flew Chewbacca and Beckett safely just in time. But Beckett was in very trouble. The fuel was for Dryden Voss, the leader of a gang called Crimson Dawn. Now he, Han, and Chewie had to tell Voss that they had failed. On board Dryden's fancy ship, Han asked the criminal lord to give him another chance. Voss agreed under one condition. They take his top officer with them, Kira. Together, Han and Kira came up with a new plan and would steal fuel from the mining planet Kessel. To complete the mission, they needed a fast ship. Kira knew the perfect one, the Millennium Falcon. Han tried to win the Falcon from owner Lando Calrissian in a game called Sabacc, but Lando cheated. Kira offered Lando a share of the profits from the stolen fuel. Lando agreed to fly them to Kessel along with the droid L337. She was the best navigator in the galaxy. She would take the ship safely through the dangerous space storm called the Maelstrom that surrounded Kessel. Soon the Falcon landed on Kessel. Han snuck deep into the Kessel mine while Han, Fuel, and Chewbacca and L337 got some captured Wookiees and droids free. Kira, Lando, and Beckett and the Wookiees held off the mine guards as Han and Chewie loaded the fuel into the Falcon. The team blasted off, but an Imperial Star Destroyer blocked their path. Lando and L337 were injured, so Han took the controls and piloted the Falcon on a different route through the Maelstrom. Little did the crew know that a giant beast lived in the Maelstrom. Thinking fast, Han launched the Falcon's escape pod to distract the beast, and then he used a burst of stolen fuel to zoom away. Han piloted a course for the planet Savareen to deliver the fuel to Dryden. Unfortunately, Enfys Nest's gang was waiting for them. Lando didn't want any more trouble, so he flew away in the Falcon. Han was shocked when Enfys moved her mask, revealing the face of a young woman. Enfys wasn't an enemy. She needed the fuel to fight against Dryden's evil gang in the Empire. Han and Kira wanted to help Enfys, so they tried to trick Dryden, but the crime lord had been warned by Beckett. With no other choice, Kira and Han sprang into action and defeated Dryden. Beckett ran off with the fuel and took Chewbacca with him. He went after Beckett to save Chewie. He hoped Kira would meet up with him soon. Instead, Kira pledged her loyalty to the Crimson Dawn leader Darth Maul. Meanwhile, Han and Beckett, they both drew their blasters and Han was a little quicker. Han gave the fuel to Empress to thank him for his help. She gave him a vial of the valuable fuel, which Chewbacca at his side. Han tracked down Lando for another game of sabacc. I'm feeling lucky tonight, Han said. Lando wouldn't cheat him out of this again. Han had finally won the Millennium Falcon from Lando. He took his place in the captain's chair and Chewie, seated beside him, the two friends smiled at the galaxy of possibilities that stretched out in front of them. Solo: A Star Wars Story.